Good morning, beautiful people. Happy Monday. My name is Louie and this is Aurora Productions. Now let's get right into this content I have for you guys today. But let me just spit at you guys real quick, give you some words of advice. Look, the world is going crazy. I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one, but you can tell people around you are losing their stuff. No, they're starting to worry about things that are not important. And trust me, all the things that are happening in social media, all the things that are happening in the news, Northeast, West, and South, is there to distract you from what's important. Go within, figure out what's true to you, okay? And this goes beyond just crypto. This goes. I'm deep about this, like from the pit of my soul, my heart. It's learning how to become the best version of yourself. That is the biggest goal. You can have a family, you can have all the money, you can have all these things, but at the end of the day, it's all about how you take care of yourself and those around you, okay? Evil can be happening around the world, but you have to make sure you don't let it affect you in a way that makes you become hard-hearted, okay? All right, moving on. So the first news article I have for you guys today is Iran missile report sends Bitcoin back into 79,000 with ETH, Solana, Doge sharply lowering. So we'll cover that in a second. Trump-affiliated World Liberty sues Justin Sun for defamation after Tron's creators lawsuit. So we covered this. Remember, we cover all kinds of stuff, so make sure you check out the rest of the page so you guys can see some of this information, okay? So if I cover these articles, I usually have covered them before because remember, it's a sequence of events, okay? So basically, Justin Sun sued Trump, and now Trump's suing back, okay? Next article. Kraken's partner company Payward alleged 25 million crypto custody fraud in lawsuit against Etna and firm CEO. Okay, next thing I have for you guys. Kraken partner Payward closes 550 million bit nominal deal, securing full CFTC derivatives stack. So as you guys can see, back-to-back articles, okay, on the same day. One negative information, one good information. So you can get caught up in the negative if you want to. Be scared. But we'll cover this. It's not completely negative. This lets you know what to do. Okay? How to not get caught in these Ponzi-like schemes. Okay? We'll cover that in a second. Next article I have for you guys is Coinbase boosts Solana trading with DFlow integration. Okay? Now Coinbase is up in their game. Alright, y'all? You know, Kelshi was the leader before it, but you know, looks like Coinbase is coming after them. All right. Last thing I have for you guys today is GameStop makes 55.5 billion offer to acquire eBay. This is amazing. Looks like GameStop's back in it, and they're not giving up. All this coming up next. Alrighty, before we start off, let's take a look at these crypto markets. I'm sure while I was ranting, you guys were able to take a look at them, but let me name them off for you guys. We're not looking at the screen. So Bitcoin sitting at 79,000, Ethereum at 2,300. The total market cap of Tether is at almost 190 billion. Okay, and then we have XRP sitting at 140, BNB 625. If you guys want to see the rest of these, you can pause it really quick. Alright, so the first article I have for you guys today is Iran missile report sends Bitcoin back to 79,000. Now, for me, I'm a little bit, I don't know what to think about this. Like, we've covered news about this before here on this channel, and we know that Iran was starting to, you know, charge people for coming through the Strait of Hormuz. So basically, for every barrel you had on your ship, you had to pay them $1, either in Bitcoin or Tether. And like I said, we've covered these articles before, so you guys can go do your research, look at this, hit the search button here, and it'll give you whatever you're searching for, okay? But basically, you know, when we talk about missile strikes, when we talk about Iran, when we talk about the Strait of Hormuz and how they're charging oil and I mean ships with oil, it's just like a huge, you know, network. It's like a web, and you have to see the different parts of the web. So for me, with all this like Bitcoin news and wars making the price of Bitcoin go up and down, that is not stable for a financial market. You can say this is something that is a hedge against, you know, the inflating dollar, and you can say it's a way to you know, help you diversify. But at the end of the day, if a war makes an asset like this jump like thousands of dollars, this is not stable, especially when I don't think wars or the idea of wars or conflicts are gonna go away. And when Bitcoin's moving like this, and my idea, like, I just don't like it. You know what I mean? And it tells you here with ETH, Solana, Doge, sharply lowering. So this not only affects, you know, Bitcoin, but affects everything else, especially when this is like the king of kings right now. Bitcoin is the king of kings right now. I know XRP is the king of kings, but you know, right now Bitcoin is, and when it's having these type of problems and moving the market like this, it just hurts everything. Okay, so you know, read the articles, they'll be down below, and you know, oil is pinned to this and all this. You know, moving on to the next thing I have for you guys. So Trump affiliated World Liberty sues Justin Sun for defamation after Tron creators lawsuit. So basically, I think this is just two people going back to back. You know what I mean? And fighting. You know what I mean? What's name is bigger. But that's neither here nor there. Just understand it. I'm in both of these. Okay, I'm in World Liberty, and I'm also part of, you know, Tron and stuff like that. So I don't really care. I'm just bringing the attention to you guys and letting y'all know that this, to me, is basically to see whose thing is bigger. That's basically what it is. Because, you know, and for me, Trump is a president. He should be staying away from this. I know it wasn't him, but it's Trump affiliated, you know, so I have my own opinions about that. All right, moving on to some greater news. So basically, well, not too much great, but Kraken partners with company Payward alleged 25 million crypto custody fraud lawsuit against Athena. I think I said that wrong earlier, but Athena firm CEO. So the crypto exchange claims that clients' funds were misused, commingled, and concealed in a Ponzi-like scheme to unravel amid liquidity crisis. So remember, this is all about holding the keys to your own crypto. Okay, you can look at these articles and be like, oh, this is negative, but at the end of the day, it's all about hanging on to your own keys. Understand, if you're in this market, we're moving into the financial system now where you have to own the rights to your money. You know what I mean? So like when you have it in a cold storage wallet, which is different from custody, then it stops these things from happening. Okay, now if you have your stuff in some type of like network where you need to get funds from it because you took out a loan, that's different. But do not hold your stuff in these big institution banks. Even Kraken, I know they're not a bank, but they will become a bank in the future, especially when they're dealing with crypto and crypto becoming the new financial, you know, infrastructure. Okay, lighter news, something even better, that, like I said, good and bad. What do you want to pay attention to? Okay, so the Kraken partners with Payward closes 500. Let me see. Okay, I thought that was true. 550 million bit nominal deal securing full CFTC derivatives stack. So that means that they're going to be in the U.S. market now when it comes to like stocks and things like that. Right here, stock supporting. So basically, they were able to do this with the 55 in cash and stocks. So this is the commingling that is good for the network. When we're talking about U.S. stocks and when we're talking about tokenized exchanges and stuff like that coming on to the market. But basically, if you want to get ahead of this and get onto this, it'll be Ninja Trader. Okay, but they have full the Futures and Trading Commission certification now. Okay, so that's a good thing for Kraken. I already knew something big was going to happen with Kraken when you seen the owner standing up there with Trump. But yeah, just remember, just pay attention. These are occult games. All right, moving on. Coinbase boosts Solana trading with DFlow integration. So Coinbase added DFlow as its primary router. Router will mean 8 times less trading failures. So basically, the move will also increase liquidity on tokens that are previously untradeable and improves the price and users receive. So up until this point, y'all, let's look at it overall. Okay, we have drama with Bitcoin. Okay, not stable, kind of shaky, which messes with the whole market. You have these two fighting. Okay, Kraken with this custody firm. Okay, you know, with people's assets being caught up in a Ponzi scheme. Okay, Kraken makes this deal where stocks and crypto are now interminglable. All right. Then we have Coinbase setting it up for Kelshi. Okay. Like, we have to understand what's happening. Look at, step 1, step 2, step 3, the ladder effect, the stairs to what's being built. For me, I'm able to put all these things together, not just these articles, but the other articles we cover here, and see where this is going into the future. This is like chess in a way. You have to look forward, okay? You can be caught up with the war. You can want to get rich now, but it's not going to happen. And as we talk right now, Bitcoin's dominance is shooting up. But you have to understand that these markets, like, Bitcoin is Bitcoin, okay? I don't want to get too much into it, but like, you have some of these other markets that are sitting very low, that are making generational bottoms, and that are actually going to be useful in the new financial market. So don't worry about trying to rush becoming rich. It's not going to happen. Look for these things, not financial advice, but understand that it takes time, and that patience helps you grow as an individual. Because for me, when I first got into trading, I was looking for the overnight. You hear me? But I learned that, okay, put this stuff aside, continue building my craft while I accumulate assets. Okay, if you're not a day trader and you don't want to sit in front of a computer all day and try to make money, if it's not that important to you, put it away. Don't even look at it. Don't even pay attention to it, and continue mastering your craft. But understand that this is the future of how things are going to transact in the world. Okay, moving on to the last article I have for you guys today. GameStop makes 55.5 billion. That's where I got confused earlier when I clicked back over here. I was looking at the 25, but the 55 and the 55. Us here, we cover numbers and stuff like that. Basically, GameStop has built a 5% stock in eBay and proposed to fund the deal with cash on hand plus third-party financing. So, GameStop might go up, eBay might go up, but this is just something to look at. All right. My name is Louis, and again, the articles will be down in the description down below. Share this with other people and make sure you like it. It helps with the content, help me continue to do these videos for y'all. And even if you guys don't, it's all right. We still here. Love y'all. Peace.